It's okay to ejaculate fast. My name is Olusegun Mokuolu. Now, let me quickly say upfront because some people may be watching this. We may have Christian married women who are watching this, and they may be immediately saying, "Are you saying that the husband should not satisfy the wife?" No. In fact, that's why this video is coming up. uh, it is expected that the Christian husband will satisfy his wife, just as the wife will satisfy the husband. But let me set something first. If you follow me to the end, then you will understand this message. I'm a teacher of God's word, and I'm talking primarily to married Christian men. I know that other Christian women may watch this also, but I'm speaking primarily to Christian men. Now, you need to understand because the world is sending people on a race they are not supposed to be. There is so much noise about premature ejaculation. And I have a video titled Overcoming Premature Ejaculation. The video was titled that way, but the thought in that video is that there is really nothing like premature ejaculation. I'll put the link to the video in the description below because I'm not going to go fully into that in this particular video. What I want to establish in this video is that there is nothing wrong for a man to ejaculate fast. There's nothing wrong. Actually, we are designed, we are created by God to ejaculate fast. Because you see, this is important because some men have become restless, buying things, taking things that they ought not to take. Some have destroyed their kidney, some have destroyed their livers, and people are taking advantage of them. I've seen many channels on YouTube that talks about overcoming premature ejaculation. Even some women channel, those channels are monetized, and so they really don't care whether what they are saying works or not. They just want you to come and watch it so that they can have money at the end of the day. And you see thousands of views on those kind of channels, even though they are just being deceived. Nobody has found any solution to this. People have created all manner of things. No, it's not going to work, and nobody will ever find any solution. Actually, that a man ejaculate fast is a testament to how beautiful the woman is. It's a testament to how awesome what the woman is offering is during sexual encounter. In other words, don't you understand as a woman, for example, that if he ejaculates fast, it shows that he enjoys what he has done to you, what he has done with you rather, gives him intense pleasure, and he will ejaculate. It's just like when you are eating meat, you want to keep the meat in your mouth for a long time, but just end up swallowing it. We are designed like that. Now, look at animals. Look at the animal kingdom. Have you seen chickens mating? Different animals, even dogs that get somehow entangled into one another. They are really not having, it's not the intercourse, it is just the flow of semen that it needs time for it to flow, and that's why they needed to be entangled. But generally speaking, when you see animals mating, it's very fast. Very fast. When you see a lion mating, it's fast. So mating is generally fast. That's the way we are created. Don't let anybody give you sleepless nights. Don't let anybody suggest to you that something is wrong with you. You are not man enough. And until you can last 1 hour before you ejaculate, that's when you are a man. Actually, something must be wrong with you. Something, and maybe the woman, maybe something is also wrong with the woman. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm still going to deal with the issue of the wife being satisfied. As a godly Christian man, you see, this is the burden why I'm sharing this. We must not give room for the devil to take advantage of anything. But you see, if care is not taken, this thing, they will say it so much that you begin to look for things you ought not to look for. You begin to take things you ought not to take. See, you are not designed to stay so long before you ejaculate. You are designed by God to ejaculate fast. It is normal. There is nothing like premature ejaculation. You know, when we say premature baby, it's understandable because we all know that 9 months you should turn out a baby. But the baby is coming out at 7 months. Okay, so the baby is not mature enough. So the baby is premature. So please, who determine how long a man should take in sex before he ejaculates? Nobody. Where is it written that this is how long I should take? It's not written anywhere. And look at the population of the world today. We are getting close to 8 billion. At least as at the time of this video, we are getting close to 8 billion. It means sex is going on all over the world. So don't let anybody affect your self-esteem. You see, some of this thing comes from pornography. A lot of people have access now to pornography because of the internet. And many people, before they get married, before you become born again, you may have watched a lot of pornography. And I'm hoping that as a born-again Christian, you are having nothing to do with pornography. If you are still in that bondage, then you need to get out of it. You need to cry to Jesus today. Hopefully, I'll put a link on overcoming pornography in the description below. But because people have watched pornography, so you see a sexual scene lasting like 30 minutes. At times, what you don't know is that scene, some are recorded over a period of 2 days. The actor will ejaculate, he will go back, the following day will come or 2 days later to complete that particular scene. But they show it to you as a sequence. It looks like he just has sex for 30 minutes straight. And you are wondering, wow. And many women also have are watching pornography. So when you get married, that's what you now have at the back of your mind. That how could some men be having sex for 1 hour and then you is just 2 minutes. That is why sin does not profit. As a child of God, have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with pornography. Pornography is all-encompassing destructive. The producer, the director, the cast, the distributor, all of them are in a chain of destruction. Everybody is being destroyed. Both the person who is watching it, those who are acting in it, those who are producing it, the technical people behind it, everybody is destroying their lives. So we don't need pornography. So, but it does so much, it is doing so much damage to the life of people that as believers, even though you should have your mind renewed, but because of what you have had in the past that you can't get out of your mind, you begin to have wrong expectation. You know, we don't want to confront ourselves with the truth. Did you know that if a lady and a man, as a Christian man, as a Christian sister, if you both get married as a virgin, you won't have any expectation. That will be all that you will know. And it will be your size. Everything will be fitting to you. You know, and I'm still going to talk about a few other things. So please just go ahead with me. It's very important for the woman to be satisfied. And I'm going to get to that. But we must stress this. I've seen men buying drugs because they want to last long on a woman. Why are you wasting your time? What do you want to do with that? And then you will now destroy yourself and take things that you don't know about. And people prescribe all kinds of things. You just need to go on YouTube. You see all kinds of videos. They are all lies. There's nothing like that. You are created. Nature tells us that we are created to ejaculate very fast. Dear Christian man, Christian husband, there is nothing wrong with you. You are absolutely normal. God created you that way. In fact, everything in this world is temporal. Every pleasure doesn't last. Just think, what are those things that gives us pleasure? Do they last? How long does food last? The pleasure of food, how long does it last? Everything that gives pleasure don't last. Everything that gives pleasure in this world. Real pleasure, Psalm 16 verse 11, real pleasure is at the right hand of God. Fullness of joy is at his right hand. So stop stressing yourself. It's normal. The question you will now ask is this: okay, it's normal, but then how do I satisfy my wife? Which is a good question. But that question can be asked in another way. The question is, how do I give my wife orgasm? As a married woman, please, what do you want? Is it sex or orgasm? Do you want sex or do you want orgasm? What exactly do you want? Basically, what you want is orgasm. Because if sex doesn't lead to that, then it's frustrating. What does the man want? It's ejaculation. If sex doesn't lead to that, it's frustrating. So the question is, how do you, as a Christian man, give your wife orgasm? In fact, let me say something to you that you can try in your marriage. As a Christian woman, ask your husband, when you want sex, ask him for orgasm. Say, dear, I want to have orgasm. That's the way you should present it. You see, when you do that, it changes a whole lot of things. So the man knows that you are not just asking for him to come on you. You want to experience something. All right. Now, I can't go too into details in this because I've made videos on it already. I'm just going to put the link below, but I'm just going to say a few things so that I don't leave anyone who watched it, this video hanging. So I'm just going to say a few things. One, you must understand your wife's need for orgasm. You see, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If you don't know something, well, you cannot do anything about it. You have to understand as a man that sex is not just for you to have ejaculation. Your wife also must have orgasm. That thing must settle in your heart. Most men go into sex with only one thing in their mind, ejaculation. So you are basically self-centered. You are just thinking of yourself as a man. You don't care about that woman. You don't go for her need. And you see, the fact that we are born again and we have the fruit of the Spirit in us, and one of that fruit is selflessness. You can't be a Christian and be selfish. And that lifestyle has to operate everywhere in your life, including the marital bed. Something will definitely be wrong in your understanding of the fruit of the Spirit, of the message of Christ, if even during sex, all that you think of is yourself. All that you want is your orgasm, is your ejaculation. You don't care about the orgasm for your wife. It's selfishness. It should not be about you. So you must become selfless. Now, you see, selflessness can do wonder. Selflessness can help you to further at time delay the time that you ejaculate, because you truly have it in mind now that you want to please this woman. When you become selfless, you see, love covereth multitude of sin. That means love can make you do extraordinary things. If you truly care about somebody, you know, Jesus went to the cross for us. He bore all of those pain. Something that you would think humanly was impossible, a human being did for another human being. Jesus coming in the flesh did that for us. That was love. You remember Stephen also. He was being stoned to death, but love made him to plead for the forgiveness of the people who were stoning him to death. If you genuinely love your wife, you will go to any length to satisfy her sexually. And so you will just discover that you will find grace to delay if that is needed. Now, because orgasm is not predicated on intercourse. It is not the insertion and withdrawal that gives every woman orgasm. That's why I say I'm going to leave the description. I'm going to leave in the description the link to some of the videos I'd made already, because I talked about the 7 sensitive part of the woman and enjoying sexual fellowship in Christian marriage and a few others. So I'm just going to put the link so that you also, I'm not going to go into detail, but let me just say that orgasm is not predicated on intercourse alone. Some can achieve orgasm definitely through intercourse. Some need a little bit of clitoral stimulation, G-spot stimulation. And some of this could also be achieved through the particular sexual style that you have. That's why you must know your woman. Every woman is unique. God designed you to sleep with only one woman. God designed us to have sex with only one person. So discover your own spouse. What is it that gives your spouse orgasm, that brings her to orgasm? You must know it. That's why communication is key. As a woman, don't be shy. See, you're already having sex, you are married. So what are you still shy about? Let him know that this is what you want. Let him know that this is how you feel when this is done. This is how you feel when this is done. Don't just lie down and keep quiet there. If your husband is truly a godly Christian man, he will be considerate. He won't be selfish. He won't be self-centered. He will care about you. So communicate your need. Help each other to understand. The scripture says in Proverbs chapter 5, it says, let our breast satisfy thee. There are women that can achieve orgasm through stimulation of the breast and clitoris and foreplay. So understand your wife. So when you are engaging in sexual communion, you want to ensure that you also help her to attain that orgasm, because she's going to help you also to ejaculate. So you also must be there for her. But once you are able to figure out your wife, orgasm becomes a regular thing in your marriage. That's why I said, always as a woman, ask for orgasm. Say, dear, I want orgasm. When you say you want sex, it can just come on you and a few seconds is done and then it's gone. What you really want is orgasm. So he's not done until you have orgasm. And the way we have, so that's why I started with this, for men to understand first of all that the way we are created, we are not created to last. You are designed to come very fast. That's the way you were created. And that's the way God creates the part of the woman, to give maximum pleasure, such that if possible, within 30 seconds, a man can ejaculate. It just shows how wonderful the part of the woman is. How great and sweet God has made it to be. There is nothing wrong with sex, but everything is wrong with sexual sin. Once you are married, God expects you to enjoy sex. Let our breast satisfy thee always. So it is this genuine love of Jesus. Can you imagine? The love of Christ is not a love that is limited to brethren, wife and husband alone. It's a love you must exhibit in the place of marriage. It is this genuine love that will help you to please your woman, that will make you to satisfy her, to give her orgasm. You people are one. Communicate with each other. I'll put the link of other videos that you may love to see in the link below. I hope that every man today will feel relieved and just sigh in relief and understand that God created you this way. Be happy with the way you have created. And as a woman, you should be proud that you possess an arsenal that is so great that brings men to ejaculate very fast. It just shows how good the work of God on you also is. My name is Olusegun Mokuolu. You may want to share this message with other Christian couples or you may consider subscribing to this channel. Relevant videos, you will find them in the description below. God bless you.